God has been with us and has shown himself mighty in our life in so many ways. I'm not going to take a lot of time to give a long testimony, but I'm just going to give a testimony that happened 2 weeks ago. We went to Atlanta to visit with some friends, and when we did, one of the ladies that we know invited, Abba knows the husband, and she said,
my high school mate.
And she said they invited us for dinner. So we went to the dinner, and she was giving testimonies, and I just wanted to share the testimony. She said she January, is it last year or this year?
January this year.
This year. This year?
Yeah, January this year.
January this year, when we were in Atlanta, that she was sick and she was going through a lot in her life. And we happened to be at a graduation party together. I did not really get to speak with her. I could see she was physically frail. And I had told her that we'll be praying for her, but did not have in-depth discussion. But what she said is that she somehow spoke with Abba, and I didn't know this until 2 weeks ago. So she said she spoke with Abba, and Abba said, God is going to do mighty things in your life. Just believe, just believe. He is that good, just believe. And prayed over her. And she said she left there thinking, wow, this guy really believes this thing. And she's a Christian. She said, this guy really believes this God. God, I want to know you. I want to experience you so that if someone asks me, I can say, God definitely is good and he is with you. So she said she went home, and that was in her heart. She kept, Lord, let me experience you. I want to experience you. She said it wasn't even a few days. She received a letter, something that she has been struggling for to get some money. She got this letter, and she read it. She's like, no, this is, because she's been denied, okay. And they said it wasn't even going to happen.
Yeah.
She said when she got that letter, she read it. They had about $10,000 for her to cover some medication that she needed. She's like, no, this is not right. She gave it to her husband. He said, yeah, that's what they're saying. So she said, wow, this God really hears prayer. And she said from that day she started every morning when she wakes up, she said, God, I want to see your presence, your goodness today. I want to see you in all your glory. And she said, what has happened in her life? I mean, she was so excited. I'm like, I want that too, really. Because she said from that day, things just started changing in her life. She started even going places. She was traveling to California, and an old lady was in the plane and had a medical emergency. She said she went to that lady and just said, you will leave this plane whole. You are not going to die in this plane. And, people were running around, and it ended up when she left the plane, she was fine. She said she went to just so many things happened. She said, now I hear the voice of God. Before, I was not sure that God was speaking. She said, now I hear. And she tells a story of how she was driving down somewhere in California, and she wanted to buy some flowers. She was in an area that it was mainly residential. And she heard God say to her, turn this way. And she was going the other way. So she obeyed. She turned, and right next door there was a flower store. And she tells a story of how she went on, what's the show?
Price is Right.
The Price is Right, and won a boat, and won vacation, and won this. And she's like, things are just happening in her life. She says she wakes up every day. It's like, what, God, what are you going to do today? So I was it was so amazing, because God is good. God is that good. And how God uses her to...
1 minute, let me tell you one of the things that I told her that she held on to. Ecclesiastes 8 verse 4 said that where there is a word of a king, there is power.
So I came back that day. I'm like, I was listening to her testimony. And what really touched me, she said even our children are now like, we have really seen the manifestation of God because we've been going to church. But even going to church, a lot happens in this family. But now we believe. She said her son now prays and says, this God is real because we have seen it. So I wanted to share that testimony because I have been thinking of that, and I want to wake up every day, Lord, today, I want to see the manifestation of your love, of your presence. I want to, when I step into a place, people say, wow, that is who God loves. That is the love, because God is love. And how do the world see it? How do they know that it's real? Through us. When they see us, they should see God. So I wanted to share that testimony just to encourage us to every day be expecting to see God manifest his power in our lives.